You're watching the program Tuner, which focuses on modern Ukrainian music. The project Vary the Jerry is here with us today.
Have a good day in the glorious way. Let the sun shine on your lovely face. And I know you will see the light. I know things will be alright. Fly high, not touch the sky.
A wonderful, perfect, and a glorious day. Pray to G-O-D, things to come on my way. Sunshine, we rise, sunshine, we fly. We go thousands miles and we still survive. Undertakers going, getting double, just be mindful. Stay alive, be cheerful, success behind you. You survivor, you ain't got no rival. Ever take away your worries, ever take away your freeze. Your cloud is sky getting brighter, your feathers still getting lighter. And break the blue sky, you also still fly. Think about it, work out for it, believe in yourself. You add it to the H-A-P-P-Y. No more sour cakes, you will see the moonlight. Listen to your heart, blessing from afar. You are born a star. Da 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 da.
Have a good day in the glorious way. Let the sun shine on your lovely face. I know you will see the light, and I know things will be alright. I'll fly high, not touch the sky.
Thank to the master universe, every day we're feeling right. Blessing, I'm blessing me, I'm a nigga, we still you specially made, and you know we're giving the gratitude in the morning. Thinking of about the day, and you every as we proceed. Meditating my memory, multiplying me mercifully. When I wake up, get ready for your day, and I guess it's gonna be a good day. You will survive, you will see light, you will be fine. Sunshine, and you got your face. Definitely it's your luck, you got anybody standing on your way. Bringing beaches glorified in your day. As we grow, I'm going with this, that's my definition of my life. That I put more positivity, push the pressure, no post. My bigger pins and definition of my life is love.
But now be stuck.
As we proceed,
but now be stuck. But now be stuck.
As we proceed,
have a good day
in the glorious way. Everybody right here,
let the sun shine
on your lovely face.
And I know you will see the light. I know things will be alright. Fly high, not touch the sky. Have a good day
in the glorious way.
Let the sun shine on your lovely face.
On your lovely face.
And I know you will see the light.
And I know
things will be alright. And I'll fly high, not touch the sky.
Jerry, I guess you were not born in Ukraine. You're right. My name is Jerry, and I was born in Nigeria. Tell me, please, was the artist Vary the Jerry born in Ukraine? Yes, he was. The artist Vary the Jerry has been performing for almost a year. So you are a very young artist. Yes, I'm rather young, but I'm successful enough. It sounds as if you've long been involved in this project for some time. I've been engaged in music for a long time. Therefore, it seems that the project Vary the Jerry has long existed, although it's only been a year. There's a strange, in my opinion, situation with Ukrainian hip-hop music. If to approach any person on the street and ask what they know about hip-hop, they're likely to laugh and say that it's some kind of special music which doesn't exist here in Ukraine. At the same time, there is a number of artists who are very successful in this genre and are much listened to, but people simply don't know that they perform hip-hop music. How do you view the situation with hip-hop here? What is your hip-hop all about? Is it easy to understand, or is it a more complicated version of this style of music?
Это более сложная какая-то разновидность этой музыки.
Ну, как сказать, вообще самого хип-хоп, вы сами понимаете, что...
Hip-hop as music has existed for a long time, and I think that there are different generations of hip-hop. Now we're witnessing a new hip-hop revolution, and I noticed that earlier people did not like hip-hop as much as they do today.
Но раньше люди так сильно не полюбить хип-хоп, как сейчас. Сейчас каждый там...
Now every teenager has hip-hop music on their iPhone, and it doesn't matter where it came from. The main thing is that people have finally woken up and fallen in love with hip-hop.
Либо new school, либо old school. Главное, что наконец это люди начинают проснуться и любить hip-hop.
Ты понимаешь причину?
Do you understand why the younger generation or even older people love this kind of music? After all, there are even those people who don't know that they love hip-hop music, but gladly listen to it anyway.
Слушают его, ходят на него.
Сейчас идет как...
Now we have a new school. Previously it was different. This music does not get you pumped up. It is considered more like groove. Why do modern young people love this new hip-hop school? Because they're very positive, and it always involves a listener in communication and discussion. And this is one of the features of the new school.
Многие молодежь, почему они сейчас являются как любительные new school? Потому что она очень позитивная. И всегда на new school всегда обсудить общение про людей, как ты вчера ходил куда-то на базу, и все на этой песне есть. И все, когда ты можно найти себе на песню, о, он говорит про меня, о, это уже придет такой песню. И вот именно одна специфическая для new school. Old school всегда бери как это...
The old school was based on the themes of space and Jesus, and it was distant from humans. But then there was a brand, and it's more like humor. Now hip-hop is indeed like humor. If you have a good sense of humor, then I welcome you to listen to hip-hop. You'll get a good laugh.
Сейчас люди используют как это юмор. Вот. Хип-хоп сейчас не это как юмор. Если есть классный юмор, как-то шутить и... Oh, welcome to the hip-hop world. Без вопросов.
What hip-hop do you compose? Why did you start with it? With whom do you work?
Вообще у нас объединение компаний руководителя, которые...
Это лейбл.
Да, лейбл руководителя. И у нас есть Vanya.
Our label is headed by Vanya, and we came up with the project Vary the Jerry. And Vary the Jerry is a new school.
Который он как-то смотрел на его...
He's like a pastor. He tries to explain how to use time, the future time, the present, and the past, in a humorous way, and how to convey this to people. We have fun in Vary the Jerry.
Пытайся объяснить его прошлое время, будущее время и настоящее время. И используя как это юмор и передать людям. Веселимся. Вот именно Vary the Jerry project.
Ну как он просто...
How did it look like? He was walking down the street, met you and said, wow, you're who we need. It's another question altogether. How we met in general. We met a long time ago. The first time I met him was in Kharkiv.
Kharkov connects people.
Could you live in all Ukrainian cities?
Ну, вообще...
There are a few cities in Ukraine which I have not yet been to.
Да, и даже когда я был сам твой проект перед Vary the...
Even when I was in the project Vary the Jerry, I had already visited many cities.
И Ваня придумал этот проект.
Vanya launched this project, and we agreed it would be rap music of the new school, and that we would write light rap music, though positive. We would tell people about our life. In short, this project is aimed to teach people what they are not aware of.
Ну и... Короче, это проект, чтобы все научить, что не знает.
Wow, is it an educational project? The first song I heard is written in early hip-hop tradition. Why? Is it because we're used to various music that comes from a small box through headphones? It can be symphonic orchestra music or African tribal music.
Мы просто слишком привыкли к тому, что сейчас...
Even a man who died 120 years ago and was the most famous opera singer in the world can sing for you. That is, in principle, there are any opportunities. There is something that didn't exist some 100 years ago. But we're very used to this. And hip-hop, in my view, educated people just to listen to music. And to sing with these people.
20 лет назад и был самым известным оперным певцом в мире, То есть, в принципе, абсолютно любые возможности. Это что-то, чего, скажем, 200, 400 лет назад, 500 лет назад вообще не было, но мы к этому очень сильно привыкли. И хип-хоп как раз, мне кажется, научил людей не просто слушать музыку, а, например, петь с этими людьми. То есть,
In your own track, you sing with legendary, great people. Who are they? How do you find them?
Кто эти люди? Как вы их находите?
I invited my friend Vlad Karachuk to join me in my first track.
Vlad Karachuk.
Did he sing the part? Yes, it was our first song.
Это первый песню.
He's a good vocalist, and he doesn't look like a typical Ukrainian.
Да, очень чистый, крутой.
You say he sang perfectly. It seems as if some classic soloist performed this song. It is good that hip-hop has no restrictions now. It's possible to mix hip-hop with jazz and funk, but it does not work in the same way as with other genres of music. Only hip-hop allows such experiments. You see, in my opinion, this is just because the whole hip-hop culture originated from everything composers got first. Hip-hop artists, earlier and later, just used everything they saw around them, and they tried to change it in their way. And of course, they added some educational lyrics that you mentioned. Many don't imagine how hard this task is, even physically. The main task of any musician, who lived 1,000 or even 100 years ago, was just to learn to play one instrument well, sometimes with an orchestra or alone. And that was enough. If to compare with the past, the present-day artist should not only read some words quickly. He should make his own intonation more attractive and understandable for others. And the main thing is to be in good physical shape. You need to know what to wear, or you need someone to help you with your wardrobe.
Сейчас, если смотреть, что должен делать артист, он должен не только, например, быстро читать какие-то слова, да? Он должен делать еще это так, чтобы его интонация была такой, чтобы все это захотели послушать, чтобы все поняли это. А главное, еще нужно, наверное, быть в хорошей физической форме. Нужно знать, что одевать. Или нужно, чтобы у тебя был тот, кто знает, что надо одевать.
Is it hard? Even harder than just to learn to play the violin or learn to drive a trolley bus? Don't you consider your job to be quite difficult and sometimes very exhausting?
Тебе не кажется, что ты занимаешься чем-то очень сложным?
Вообще, понимаешь, хип-хоп — это культура. Hip-hop
is a culture, and all this is for the sake of hip-hop. Performers of the 1980s and 1990s hip-hop were always beautiful and wore white.
Hip-hop представить модный. Если даже видеть Тупак, Биаджи, все такое, именно Чейн, именно они всегда грамотные и красиво выглядят.
It is clear that hip-hop includes many duties. You must carefully study your surroundings. If you do not understand what people want, what is their problem, then for whom you are singing? It is necessary to catch the nuances of people's humoristic side.
Вообще, что люди хотят, или какая люди проблема в окружении, для кого тогда ты поешь, для кого тогда, надо именно ловить люди вайб, их юмор. Вот, например,
Pop music is pop music. Most people can only dance to this music, but not listen to it because it is not profound. You show yourself quite well.
Да, профессиональный.
Yes, it's my profession. In hip-hop, people want you to be the voice of the street. To be the voice of the street, one must be a saint. It's necessary to stop doing many things, to pay attention to people, and to do all our best. Hip-hop really includes many duties. I'm not kidding.
Надо именно много чего прекратить делать, и надо именно внимание людей сделать все, которое ты можешь. А именно быть хип-хоп, это, да, это очень, есть очень много обязанностей, это не шутка.
Прошу, исполняйте свои
Well, perform your duties then.
Make way to the city, she really good like when she eat days filling. She never say no, she never say never. She got the old swag and she want more better. She's a real true Jason. Have a little step in the rival. She's so good that it's ready to die for it. No other thing you ever need to rock it. She been dancing with till I soul. Taking all the sorrow away. She's so bright, let's go, we don't go. Definition of for life and no pain. She's so gifted and shaking it. She been moving and digging it. No one does it better than game. She's a monster, she's killing. Let go. she feel alright, cause happiness in her soul. She never get whatever people say, she never get whatever people do. She walks so early every time she pray, to us all living and the truth. She go insane when she eating this flow. Food in the street, everybody want more. When she back to the eating lunch, she's a monster. What about the western side? She's a rockster. Everybody grooving and feeling high. Those two but she getting right. She never give it up on the push, more try. Truly religion with the think I'm right. Go! Let go, let go. To my big boys, to my big girls, let go. Let go, let go. To the music. To the music. To my big boys, to my big girls. To the music. Grooving to the music. Let go, let go, let go, let go. Tell them now. 1, 2, 3, go. Give us a room, she's a dancer. 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 To my big boys, to my big girls, to my big boys, to my big girls, she's a dancer. Give us a room, she's a dancer. She's dancing, baby.
Вы смотрите шоу.
You are watching the program Tuner. This show tells about contemporary Ukrainian music, and the project Very the Jerry is here with us today in our studio. We talked only with the artists of the project Very the Jerry, but today our studio hosts two other young people wearing caps. I also like this headdress.
Все в кепках, я тоже люблю этот головной убор.
Who are these people, Jerry? Tell us about them. Anatoly is sitting to the right of me. He's the manager-director of Very the Jerry. Manager-director? Yes, he is the manager-director of the project Very the Jerry. And Igorsky is the best world DJ on this planet. The best world DJ, you say? On the planet.
Возможно, когда дойдет дело.
When it comes to intergalactic battles, we'll find out if he's the best DJ. But according to Very the Jerry's version, he has already won.
По версии Very the Jerry он уже выиграл у всех. Это круто.
That's cool. And this is exactly the traditional format in which hip-hop appeared, when there were not those who just read lyrics.
Когда-то не было в хип-хопе, когда-то не было тех, кто читал. Об этом немногие знают. Первым человеком, который занялся хип-хопом, это был DJ K. Потом пришли какие-то...
Only a few people are aware of this. The first person to do hip-hop was DJ K. Then some cheerful people came and said, "We need a microphone. I'll make some new song out of your records." And probably there was someone who said, "Guys, you are really good at this, and people should know about you. Therefore, I will be your manager-director." Like that. That is, you use the traditional scheme in your work. Anatoly, is it difficult to promote such hip-hop now? We feel comfortable and happy with Jerry because he charges us with energy. I enjoy any concert, even today's performance. He's a man of extraordinary energy, who charges not only himself, but everyone around him. That is, there are many stories when we met with all the guys and Jerry easily improvised. Even the fingers of guitar players became exhausted from Jerry's freestyle.
И Джерри фристайлил. У гитариста даже уставали пальцы перебирать, а Джерри все равно фристайлил.
I think he uses freestyle even when he talks on the phone. Wait, I'm stuck in traffic. I'll be there in 15 minutes. This can be turned into a music sample, and it would be turned into a new hit. Maybe, or it can be put on a ringtone. In everyday life, Jerry is a relatively modest guy. How often do you appear in MC and DJ formats? MC and DJ, we tried different concepts, but now we see and feel it like this. Igor, how difficult is it for you to interact with an MC? Usually a DJ is a self-sufficient figure. He can get by using only his vinyl records and nothing else, as if it is simply not necessary. There is nothing difficult about it. It is the same interaction the dancers show when competing. That is probably where you mainly appear nowadays. Even if they compete, they have certain contact, both visual and mental. Does Jerry compete with you while you perform? There is such a moment. Those who understand will feel it. Here is the rhythm, and I should respond to it using scratches. That is, we compete with our skills, but still we're in the same musical stream.
Ответку дать, допустим, скретчами. То есть мы равняемся скиллами, да? Мы как бы все равно в каком-то...
But everyone should maintain the same level. That is exactly when the desired and necessary harmony appears.
Мне кажется, тогда получается такая гармония.
Насколько вообще вы легко...
Was it easy for you to get together? Because you look as if you've long been involved in this. I feel some kind of ease in you. It happens that a professional musician joins a large orchestra, opens the notes, and becomes a part of it. It is clear, isn't it? It's about academic music.
Академическая музыка. У вас нот нет, насколько я понимаю.
You do not use notes. How do you adapt? You probably need long hours with a cup of tea to decide which one of you is the boss. Or how does it happen?
Практика показала, в частности, сегодня, что не нужно сидеть.
As practice has shown, there is no need to sit with a cup of tea for long hours.
У нас тут пока чая нет.
Right, we have not offered you tea.
Мне кажется, все зависит от...
It seems to me that everything depends on experience and training.
Какой-то натренированности, скилла, как мы говорим.
If you are involved in counting or dancing for many days, it will be difficult to make contact with someone and improvise.
В любом случае будет сложно вообще как бы с кем-то какой-то контакт установить и импровизировать, то есть.
One needs to raise to the level of improvisation in his craft in order to freely master his body language, facial gestures, tongue movement, fingers, and so on.
Пальцами и так далее.
Jerry, вот вы, когда выступаете...
Jerry, when you appear as a DJ and an MC, can you understand the audience and compose a new part for your studio song? This is something that jazz musicians allow, while pop artists or rockers usually do not allow themselves.
Придумать в нее какой-то, не знаю, новый ход, вставку, то, что иногда позволяют себе...
I sometimes get bored during concerts of superstars. I can turn on a CD player, put on earphones, and get the same result. I sometimes miss some kind of maneuver on the part of an artist.
Больших звезд. Ну, немножко скучаю, потому что, в принципе, я могу вставить плеер в уши и получить тот же самый результат. Мне не хватает иногда какого-то маневра со стороны артиста.
Can you do the same thing with a DJ? And do you do it?
Мы тоже делаем.
We also do it and did it. It is called professionalism.
Ты не как эгоист, артист, а ты выступать за люди, которые тебе смотрят.
When you are not an egoist, you perform for the viewer, and you understand that something is wrong. And we ask a DJ to infuse blood into it, and we immediately make people feel it. It's good when a good relationship and communication appear between a DJ and a musician. It's just awesome.
Между DJ и артист это просто великолепно выступление всегда получается. Вы не поверите.
I want us to see yet another proof of your great friendship and your great creative union. Please.
Классная дружба, отличный творческий союз. Прошу.
Put me a notice, communicating y'all real life, no savage. I speak spiritual, I speak in tongues with the level of conscience, purifying my curses. E-me, who gonna stop me? I'm a dangerous old say, who gonna rock me? I'm under the mother room, mother finding the moves. Infinity, no appeal until I rate till I push it. I spread my wings, I five to the most high. Dignity of all level, ain't nobody crucified. Classified the darkness, I got my endorsement. No inspiring, did I got my life uncoded. Toast to the God, toast to God. This I got uniqueness like a bunch of roses. Who's the one knocking the door? Go, I open the door for those who never know. Unto the glory. I fly, you fly, we fly, they fly. I fly, you fly, of sorrow. I raise the board, I feel no Omega Diablo. Globe, rectify my allegory. I'm out of empty space, the crucified my dad. A sheet on my enemy, the food for that. I'm a warrior, victory is all mine. I close in the deck, I still shine. One of a kind, empire is all mine. Living with the rules, I'm living my own life. Tell the fool I was here, not a Jew. If you flop with no limit, you flop till you fall. I decree the freedom from above. Flop with no gravity, grab what is new to me. Live with no penury, walk with no vanity. I'm on the lane, my own price is priceless. Back on the street, I'm the voice of voiceless. I got the audacity to break and to repeat. Tell them more the F, I'm not a but DJ fool. Tell them, I'm dealing with the mystery. Tell them, I'm dealing with the mystery. I got the words in my ace, I to his majesty. Tell them, I'm dealing with the liberty. Tell them, I'm dealing with the mystery. Tell them, I'm dealing with the liberty. I got the words in my ace, I to his majesty. I to his majesty. I to his majesty.
You are watching The Tuner, program that focuses on modern Ukrainian music. The project, Barry the Jerry, is here with us today in our studio.
Проект, который состоит из 3 человек.
The project includes 3 people. We talked about its manager-director Anatoly. Its next member is the wonderful DJ Igorsky. And the main figure is Jerry, who is Barry the Jerry. This expression, which we discussed above, this improvisation, this gathering of different musical cultures, come naturally to you.
Разных музыкальных культур, которая все-таки приходит в тебя. Do
you need to absorb this, to listen to it for 24 hours a day? Do you need to be in touch with all internet channels to run around music archives and look for anything there? Where do you find inspiration? What are your texts all about? I start with the last question. The text depends on the song. Because there are different songs. One can have a different mood and different inspiration. The first song was Good Morning. I think its title speaks for itself. It tells about a beautiful sunny morning. This is a very important motive for many people. There is no need to bring a person down in the morning. Waking up, you should say thanks to whom you believe in and that you're alive and breathing. This is a positive emotion. Today I go to work and everything will be fine. That's what the song Live and Smile is about. It seems to me that these songs should be played in the morning in every bus loaded with passengers. Listen to Jerry. What, for example, is your second composition? The second one is about dance. A girl came from a poor village family, but she believes in herself. She can dance, and she fights to the end. She does not care what people say. She always does what she likes, and she tries to reach the finals. And this information is not just for me or for girls, but for absolutely everyone.
До конца. И получается, у нее все равно, что люди говорят, ее вообще она просто проходит помимо про люди бла-бла-бла. Она всегда сделает, что ее прет. И она пытается сделать до финала. И получается. И вот эта информация, это не только для меня или для девушки, это для всех. Именно love what you do and do the best.
Now I should ask. I'm curious what your third song is about. I want everyone to know this.
Fly with no limit.
The third composition is about my Almighty. I see with my third eye.
Yeah, like I fly with no limits. I murder the murderer. I do what is impossible.
Just imagine a crazy and highly productive person teeming with endless energy. Films about those who wrote poems for hip-hop and became great artists usually show a person traveling in a cold bus with an old notebook and pen.
В каком-нибудь холодном автобусе у него такой блокнотик, старая ручка, он сидит, значит, пишет вопреки всему.
And he sits and writes against all odds. Or he does it in the kitchen, in some restaurant, after having washed a load of dishes. How do you write lyrics? Where do they appear?
Это бывает вообще тоже по-разному. Иногда на метро я тоже пишу.
This happens in different ways. Sometimes I write lyrics in the subway at the Universitat subway station. There is a park next to it. In the botanical garden,
3 раза в неделю туда сидит сам.
I also visit this place 3 times a week. It is a place of power and energy. Sometimes I wake up early in the morning and new ideas are born.
Мозги fresh, свежая и можно какие-то новые идеи. Если вечером просто где
In the evening, it is quiet, no one disturbs you, and the brain is always working. I consider it a special demonstration of brain work, because, as we mentioned, hip-hop was born from improvisation. A DJ improvised with records. Some person approached him, took a microphone, and began to improvise with music that he had never listened to before.
Импровизировать с той музыкой, которую, может быть, никогда до этого вообще не слышал. Вот в этом как раз...
Here's the most interesting thing. I think we have never had something like this on the Tuner program. And now we're watching the true art of freestyle, something that hip-hop is famous for.
And y'all know what the time is, right? There's a bull brother, the Jerry. They call me the teacher. They call me the pastor. And about to teach the unteachable. DJ got skill in the beat right here. Just freestyle. Okay. We black track. We make old track. We never die. Make ghetto gospel. We proud. We re-rock. We re-on. We re-on. We be-on. We never die, baby. We can skid it on. All eyes on me. All power on me. All makes a live power like Jesus. I do it. I do it. I make it. I never look back. I go all powered. I never go fail. I never go jail. I never go fail. I make Jesus walk. Never go to chase. They tell me, baby, never die. Keep a multiply. I'm last. They feel like working. Never do all die. I break it. I move it. I never did go. I break it. I move it. I never say oh. They say OG. They say OC. The music's so sweet. It's smart. They know she break. We break it all down. Like the Mr. DJ, you can break it down. You can give me music and break it all around. They sell me a whistle, block, we flat up. 1 for the money, I 2 for the show, 2 for the power, 2 for the road. Or freestyle, yo, or freestyle, yo. You don't know the ass, here we go, here we go. When we come from the doodah, here we go. Baby, never cry, we multiply, here we go. I see that whistle, block, never die. I will live, you saw, live for life. See those scriptures, scream those power. We make go power, we make go power. Okay, put your hands up to the music. Let's get, I say, put your hands up to the music. For those who know right here, we do it flip-flop, hip-hop, flip-flop. Don't stop, hip-hop, don't stop, hip-hop, break up. I go in my mind, I go for the money, I go for the liberty, go for the Johnny. A Johnny of love, a Johnny of mercy, Johnny of the wisdom. Johnny got money, Johnny got no riches, Johnny got a hole. I got the talent that I have, I never do. All I break is famous, break is power, break your mercy, break your tower. I got the empire, I got the more power, I got the more bills in my bucket, a power. They tell me you never make it, you can stop it, and you can even break it. Never do it, break it, only never scary. All lies on me, I will so be lie ready. B-O-D, a G-O-D. Ain't nobody wanna say all lies on me. I will so be lie. I said we never lie. I said we never die. 247 will still fly. Tell me what the time is. The time's still moving. And what the time is. The birds still dying. And what the time is. The kids still flying. We know we don't die no more. We're still breaking, yo. On the road to riches, money out dough. On the road to riches, I pray to my goal. On the road to riches, I pray for my goal. I will so be lie. Me never say die. On the what riches, I see money Gucci's. Never be my own, baby, take it so easy. One never kill you, make it stronger, give glory. I know you've been working so hard, never give it up, no, give it up, blow. I pray for your mind, I pray to oh God, you can go to child and shit no more. I got 4 hours, you can work more, you can go harder, go prosper, be Jesus hater, be no haters, or be no cheaters, and no Judas Paris, or lies on you, you still virus, no barrios though, barrios all, rest in peace, pro DJ, you on the more deep, you know we still deep, I go deep like you never eat me, no bitch, you can even break it, laugh so AE, and it never easy, you make so funny, you can break it out, what you got right, I would do a sweet, I would do a sweet, baby, I would do a sweet, a freestyle, I would do a sweet, I'm a winner, you never real, winner, rest in peace, Aliyah, winner, I make more rider, and you never know the old eyes so rider, the sky so blue, the spirit so true, I make it old school, you can win my own shoe, I live life like you want it, I live life, live the limit, and I break it for my power, break it for my show, break it for the music, for those who don't know, break it for your soul, or break it for your goal, I know the music still replaying in my bowl, and I dose with my bones without dough, can I go, Mr. DJ, can I go, Mr. DJ, can I go, Mr. DJ, I say what ta, where I come from, what ta, where I come from, what ta, where I come from, please don't stop my music, where I come from, what ta, where I come from, what ta, where I come from, what ta, where I come from, DJ, don't stop my music, where I come from, okay, when I was 2 years old, I give glory, my whole life never rough, I still own it, I'm a regular children, regular son, make it like a cellular, and I get my work, ain't no DCs, ain't no Reese's, ain't no blacks, ain't no Mawaski, we live love, peace and harmony, we live love, life and stupidity, we don't discrimination no more, and no more superstition in the sky no more, the sky's still black, we do it for the reason, we do it for the limit, and I say it on me, road G, and I see, when my eyes close, baby, I can see, tell me your secret, tell me your name, or give me your number, or give me no shelter, I'ma take you right here to the world, baby, you never die, you can see word, you can be my baby, be my sugar lady, be my number 1, 247, right here, she's so sweet right here, a little big kiss, she for me right here, she's from West Coast, nigga, West Ocean, a baby still rising, you still be my son, oh, on the cellular, on the regular, she's my baby girl, she know we still rock, I take you real higher, I take you more proper, baby, you be my teacher, baby, you be my leader, oh, I live your life, I live my own, believe in yourself and trust nobody, I live my life, you live your own, believe in yourself and trust nobody, I live my life, you live your own, believe in yourself and trust nobody, I live my life, you live your own, believe in yourself, but no, abracadabra, stars still flying, baby, keep your secrets, keep your testimony, don't eat what they say, don't eat what they do, baby, you can go out there and not get your food, a breeze sky when the life flow done, I breathe more power when it's keyed on, tap those darkness, turn light to darkness, make all my life no weapon, no riot, when they blah blah, baby, go stronger, when they go power, baby, go teacher, ain't no beggar, ain't no whistle, never erase my memory, go wider, when I ate it for a while, when they tell me say, when I do it live, we ain't never see no dead, I be live, on the secular with the regular, people right here, the freestyle with the juggler, blue sky, a blue shirt, a blue cap with a beat, I can beat your head and not credit, I can ask you, I can bless, I can glasses, Okulari when they say we break our, where I come from, they tell me, be yo, a DJ, thank you for what do ya, I thank you, we say hallelujah, where I come from, I'm a church boy, I do ya, hallelujah, hands up in the air, hallelujah, hands up in the air, hallelujah, hands up in the air, you can put your hands up in the air, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, we pick up, we go ya, I thank you for this music, for the freestyle, for the feelings, and for the people, never do that, never do that, we fly, never do that, we try, DJ, the gospel, tell you if I call it right here. It's above over the Jerry.
You have been watching the program Tuner. The project Vary the Jerry was here with us today in our studio. See all you music lovers next week.